Hey, it's Megan McFadden from Mischievous Monsters. Today we are going to do some cleanup of the garden. Don't be intimidated by the clouds. There's not really supposed to be rain right now. I will show you what we're going to do first. It's April 15, 2023. I expect to get a lot more done by now, but life happens. So the first thing we're going to do is cut up all of these dead flowers. They're usually pretty tall around 4th of July. But they kind of look unappealing right now, so we're going to do this first. My tools are, I have a couple snippers. The one on the left is better for grass. The one on the right is better for these bigger trunks of these dead plants. I also brought the gator so I don't have to do as many loads around the yard. After 2 loads with the gator, this is what it looks like. It actually doesn't look that bad. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot more presentable. Over here we have a bunch of dead sticks and stuff from last year, so I'm not even going to bother doing it over here, right behind my garage. Next we're going to do something very different from before. Earlier we were trimming some of the dead flowers. So this is some rose food. So you're supposed to put like a tablespoon in 1 water carrot can, and then do 1 per rose bush. So I'm going to do that. It might be a little silly to do that right before we have a decent storm, but you're supposed to do it once a month. It's supposed to be like nutritious for the roses. This is what the rose food looks like. It just reminds me of Himalayan salt, but it's just a bunch of chemicals. I picked this one because I didn't feel like using ones with bird feathers, bones, and things like that with being vegan. I'm pretty confident this is not completely vegan, but if you can find things that are vegan friendly food for the garden besides regular compost, you just put it in the comments, and then I'll have a lot more things that are vegan in my gardening toolkit. One basic tip on watering your rose bushes: you need to water them at the base, not at the top. It is bad for the bushes to have water from the top. It's a little different when it's rain, but it's a lot more nutritious and better for the plant to water it at the base. So right at the core, so like this one, you want to water it right in here. If you water it up here, it's not that great for the plants. Next, we're going to plant some of the first seedlings. I got soil right here, some potting plants. I need to get some popsicle sticks for labeling everything, but for now, I'm just going to put, I don't know how I'm going to label it yet, so. And the plants I'm planting, we probably 1 parsnip, a carrot, some of the greens, probably 1 thing of beets and 1 thing of radishes. This is what I decided for each one: cabbage, Brussels sprouts, parsnips, 2 types of carrots, a radish, beets, Swiss chard, kale, and a type of lettuce. Make sure you're planting on the grass. It makes it less messy on your cement, and then you can put it back on the cement when you're done. In this case, I got 2 things of trays for my potting plants. 5 fit perfectly in a tray, so I recommend getting 1 tray for 5 potting plants, or 5 potting seedling things. This is the last thing we're going to do today because it is starting to sprinkle and it's supposed to rain like pretty much all weekend. I normally don't just randomly dump it on the plants, but this is a way faster technique, just dumping dirt onto the pottings. Now that the soil is flattened out, the basic gist you do is you put your thumb in the soil, put the seeds in, and then cover it up. And then after everything's done, you water the plants. This is what it looks like after you put your thumb into all the planting pots. These are cabbage seeds. So this is an example of seeds that are super small that may be hard to work with. So just be careful. I'm gonna put extra seeds in everything because I don't need a million cabbage plants. But note, a little cabbage thing will go a long way if you are doing the right gardening tips. For now, I'm gonna have the seed thing with the plantlings. So in order to do that, I got some sturdy packing tape. I'm gonna put it around the entire seed packet and then tuck it right behind the seedlings that I just planted on. This is what parsnip seeds look like. The Brussels sprout seeds from earlier look pretty much like the cabbage seeds because they're related. But in case you weren't aware, a lot of seeds look different. The carrots come in a seed tape. I'm only going to use one of them for now and leave the two for later. These are radish seeds. They look very pretty and pink, kind of like what they look like after their seeds. This is what Swiss chard seeds look like. They remind me of brown mini artichokes. These are beet seeds. They almost look identical to the Swiss chard seeds. Last but not least, I am planting these lettuce seeds, and then I will water everything and be done. Look at my little seedlings. They are so adorable. So next weekend, I would like to get at least 10 more of these seedling things and then start planting more of my seeds. But some of the extra seeds, if I don't have enough to fill 10, the extras are just in the regular seeds. I'm just going to give to the birds. Normally I don't do that, but I don't have an easy way to do it without labeling them. The seed tape, we'll see if I can give that away, because that's a lot easier to deal with than regular seeds. But we'll see. I'm going to eat lunch now, and hopefully I'll get a little bit more done later, but I'm not sure what I'm doing today, so we'll see how that goes. After having lunch and taking a bit of a break, I'm going to do some basic weeding around my house because there already are weeds here, and then I'm going to be called up for a day. Exhibit A, it's not that bad of a weed season, but I'm just going to get some of them before they grow too much and overpower my rose bushes. I moved my lovely bird seed thing to the ground because it seems like a lot of birds wanted it and it didn't support the weight of the stick up there, so we're just gonna do this for now and see how it goes. This is the first time I've noticed these prickly weeds before, so I don't know why they're coming up more this year. Picking weeds was kind of a waste of time today because a good chunk of the weeds just flew out of my wheelbarrow when I was bringing it back. So maybe another day we'll finish everything now. I cleaned this a bit up. If I'm not mistaken, it's dried up poop and bones in addition to some of those weeds from last year. I don't have that great of a sense of smell in general, so I didn't notice. I just thought it was mold or moss. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get some manure on my asparagus patch and get some more seeds planted for my garden. Bye.